Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. This is Mira with Star Sisters Intuition. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night. And for today's reading, we're taking a look at what is happening for you in January 2023. I can't believe we're already in 2023. I'm wishing you guys all a really happy new year and a blessed and beautiful 2023. So to do this reading, I've picked out 5 piles. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, and pile number 5. I'm going to add the crystals and I'll be right back. And here we have the crystals. For pile number 1, we have an infinite stone. For pile number 2, we have a nephrite jade. For pile number 3, we have a rose quartz heart. And for pile number 4, we have a yellow azestolite. And for pile number 5, we have a blue kyanite. Pick whichever pile number, or crystal is calling you most, and that's going to be your reading. Trust your intuition as it's going to guide you to the correct pile. Timestamps are going to be listed below. And now let's head into the readings. Hello pile 1, you've chosen the infinite stone. I'm going to keep your crystal right here. Before I reveal your card, I got a really strong message as I was preparing your pile. January may be a little bit slow for you in the beginning, but as you move through January, things are going to start picking up speed. And then I got a strong message of be mindful of sneezes, because there's going to be some truth around that. When people sneeze or when you sneeze, pay attention to what's happening around you. And I'm getting a Scorpio vibe from this pile. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have placements in Scorpio. It could just mean that there's Scorpio energy around you during this month. Now let's check your card. We have self-mastery. This is your general energy for the month of January. And so what I'm getting with this card is that in the month of January, you're really going to be coming into your own. You're going to start to step into your own personal powers, and you're really going to start to get to know yourself on a much deeper level. I feel like you're really gaining a good understanding of the power that you hold and how you can be your own master. This is such a beautiful card to start off with as your general energies for the month. And then with 27, what it's kind of reminding me of, because 27 breaks down to a 9, is that you're going to be doing the work to end a cycle of seeking external validation to feel fulfilled, or external validation on your journey. But rather, you're going to start looking internally for validation. And it's so interesting to me that you guys chose the infinite stone, because this stone is all about the infinite potential, tapping into that infinite potential. And I think that's exactly what you're doing in the month of January, is that you're finally figuring out your own powers. And so through that, you're going to be able to tap into the infinite potential of the universe. Okay, and we have your tarot cards. So this first card is going to represent the relationship with yourself. And just like we were saying, you're getting to know yourself on a deeper level. You're on a quest to find fulfillment, true emotional fulfillment. And that true emotional fulfillment is coming through your internal state of being. I see you getting to know yourself on that deep level so you can find this emotional fulfillment. But yes, your relationship with yourself seems like it's all about reflections, and also reflecting on your past, your choices in the past, where they've led you so far. There seems to be a lot of reflection going on. And I get a sense that you're going to be following your intuition to help you on this quest of gaining deeper meaning and understanding of your own life. So you're going to be allowing your intuition to lead you and guide you in this quest for deeper understanding of yourself. I also see you figuring out ways how to romanticize your life to the point where you feel cared for and taken care of, by yourself, as in I see you looking deeper into figuring out how you feel romanticized and walking towards that, or at the very least reflecting on that. And with self-mastery as your general energy, I'm getting the sense that all of this is so that you can master yourself. You're really putting a lot of effort into your self and your relationship with yourself during the month of January, which is really beautiful. The next card that we have is your relationship with others. And this makes so much sense because you have the Four of Swords here. So I kind of feel like you're going to be taking a mental break from relationships with others. Like you might be disconnecting a little bit more so you can spend some more time with yourself. I also get the feeling that you're just going to be taking it slow when it comes to relationships with others in the month of January. You're not really looking to build like fast connections or even maybe build connections at all. You may just be like taking it slow with the connections that you already have and taking the time to really rejuvenate your energies first so that you can then build new connections or even just continue building connections with the people you already have in your life. Like I hear quality time spent is what I'm getting. So I kind of feel like the relationships you have in your life, you're going to be spending quality time with them rather than loads of time. So you may only have like, a day to spend with other people, but you're going to be sure that that one day is going to be like a quality filled day. So it's not just about how much time you spend, but rather what you do in that time that you have. I hope that's making sense. The next card we have is going to represent your career or schooling, what's happening in that. And we have the Chariot here. And because we have the Chariot, I'm getting the sense that you're in your career or in your schooling, you're coming upon a choice. There's going to be a major decision that needs to be made in the month of January, and I don't know if that decision needs to be made in January, but the choice is going to be presented to you in the month of January. Maybe it's like, do you continue on the path that you're on right now, with the job you have or the career you have, or this like the degree you're working towards, or do you choose something different? Do you maybe, when it comes to like school, maybe it's like you guys are finishing up your last semester possibly, and you have a choice in front of you. Like, do you continue furthering your education, or are you gonna start working? And if you're gonna start working, like, where do you want to work? What do you want to do? I just see a lot of choices being presented to you in the month of January for your career or schooling. And if it has to do with career, maybe it's like, do I go back to school? Do I further my education? Or do I pursue something different? Do I continue on the path that I'm on right now? Maybe do I switch jobs? Like, there's just a lot of choices, as I said, being presented to you in the month of January. And you are going to be making some major decisions. And I see them like, it's like major life-altering decisions almost. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of like pressure or stress on you, but maybe some of the stress is just mental, and that might be why you're taking time to really reflect on yourself and spend time with yourself so that you can make these decisions. Like, you can gain more insight into what you want to do with your life. Like, where do you want to go? What direction do you want to move in? I'm also kind of sensing that maybe for some of you, there may be some challenges in your career or schooling, and you're trying to navigate those challenges and see how you can overcome them to continue moving forward. And it may be a little bit draining of your energies, but Spirit is saying if that's the case, like, they see you overcoming those challenges, so continue putting in the effort. And you will be able to overcome those challenges and gain mastery. That's really interesting. Gain mastery over the situation is what I'm hearing. So like mastery of yourself, so you can navigate through that situation in the best possible way. The next card we have is for your spiritual growth during the month of January. And just like we were saying with the Knight of Cups here, you're going through a lot of like reflection periods, reflecting on the past, maybe possibly reflecting on past hurts, and seeing what is truly going to fulfill your emotions. How can you bring in the things that are fulfilling your emotions? I see you healing your past, and I see you building a solid relationship with yourself through this healing. I'm kind of getting the sense that sorry, let me just adjust these. I'm kind of getting the sense that because this is the Five of Cups in your spiritual growth, through this like self-mastery and starting to really analyze your hurts, you're going to find so much more emotional fulfillment. And I feel like you're going to start to be able to fill your own cups rather than expecting others to fill those cups for you. I think you're going to be learning that you cannot change the past. So analyzing it and learning from it is the best way to move forward and heal it. But I see a lot of healing happening in your spiritual journey. And don't be afraid by this Five of Cups. It's really like our healing journey is not just about looking at the bright things and the positive things in our life, but in order to heal, we have to look at both parts of our life, and we have to shed light to our shadows. So that's really what I see you doing in the month of January. And then for your personal growth and your personal journey, we have the Page of Cups, which literally makes so much sense. Like there's just a lot of emotional healing happening, and I see you starting a new journey to bring emotional fulfillment to yourself. And that just makes it's so fitting because you have self-mastery as your general energies. And then with self-mastery and the Page of Cups, it's like you're really starting the journey to master your emotions. And through this, I see your creativity like increasing so much. Also, some of you might be invited to something, an event or something along those lines. And for those of you who are single, you may go on a date with a new romantic interest if that's what you're looking for. And if not, it could just be like exploring your own emotions on a deeper level. You are doing so much healing and emotional growth during the month of January. And I feel like it's not just the month of January, but the month of January is almost like the starting point of this. And you're just going to keep getting deeper into it as we move through 2023 is really the feeling I'm getting. Now let's add your oracle cards. We have Back on Task. It says, be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you are working on. All could use some fine-tuning. What I'm getting with this is that Spirit is calling you to really evaluate how you're spending your time. Are you spending your time wisely? Like during the month of January, be mindful of how you spend your time. Are you spending your time developing and curating your relationship with yourself and healing your past hurts, or are you using that energy unproductively? Because sometimes we can also use that time that is meant to heal ourselves and do reflection to like spend doing external work or overworking ourselves, and that's not really going to help you in the long run because it may lead to burnout. So Spirit is saying to be mindful of how you spend your time during the month of January and focus it on yourself. Focus your energies on yourself because it's going to be really important and so beneficial to you in your spiritual journey, your personal journey, and just your overall growth and your life in general. The next card we have is Shedding the Old. There is a change coming your way. Cultivate a sense of adventure so you'll be able to see these new prospects. So again, it's conveying the same message to me of like spending time with yourself, really making sure you're mindful of where you focus your energies, and so that you can move out of certain old habits, patterns, cycles, and that way you can get to know yourself again on a much deeper level and heal your hurts, just like we were talking about with the Five of Cups. And that is just really, really beautiful. Then we're going to take a few cards from this deck, and this is the Moonology deck, and I'm really like loving this deck right now. So the first card we have is the first quarter moon in Pisces. Honor your feelings. So just like we've been talking about this entire reading, be sure to honor your feelings. What are they trying to tell you? What are your feelings trying to show you? Your emotions, how are they trying to direct you? How are they trying to help you in your healing process? The next card we have is the new moon in Gemini, and it's Think It Through. So because this is kind of coming right over the Four of Swords, which is your relationship with others, I think it's also a time to reflect on your relationship with others and think about how those relationships affect you, how you feel in those relationships. Do you feel validated? Do your emotions feel validated? Take some time to reflect on your relationship with others and how those people are making you feel. If somebody is taking away from your energies, you really should evaluate whether that relationship is beneficial for you, if it's adding any substance to your life, and whether you really find value in maintaining that relationship. I'm going to read the guidebook for these two and see if there's any other messages that come through. So in the guidebook it says, expressing whatever is on your mind is always a good idea, but this card also suggests you need to do some inner work and trust your intuition. And that's for the new moon in Gemini. So like we were saying, trust your intuition, allow your intuition to guide you through your feelings, through understanding your feelings, to healing them. I think your intuition is going to be a great guide during this month. Now let's take a look at your first quarter moon in Pisces. Okay, so this is really powerful. Are you putting on a good front? Acting like you're bright and breezy, but hiding your real feelings. Rather than acting as though everything is fine, if you're worried about certain issues, it's best to deal with them. Avoid getting so wrapped up in your feelings that you overwhelm yourself and everyone else involved in the situation. If you deny your feelings, you'll go nowhere fast with your manifesting. Look at the big picture and use your intuition. Avoid blowing an upset out of proportion. So again, talking about your intuition is going to be really powerful during this month, and Spirit really wants you to tap into that. Now we're going to take one card from this deck to see what zodiac sign or element is going to be most prominent for you. This could also be a planet too during the month of January. What is going to be most prominent for pile number 1 in the month of January? Oh, flew out. We have Pluto. And I was feeling Scorpio energy, and Pluto is associated with Scorpio, so that makes a lot of sense. So I'm getting two things. One, if some of you know your birth chart or have like a reference, like you can check your birth chart, look to see where your Pluto is, because there could be an important message there. And the second thing I'm getting is that you're really going to be digging deeper into those shadow aspects of yourself, and just like we were getting with self-mastery, you're really looking to master your emotions, master your deeper shadows, so that you can use the wisdom from that to build a solid foundation for yourself, and you no longer have to be attached to the hurts from that. Now let's take a few last advice cards to end this reading off. What would Spirit like to add to this reading? Getting one more. Patience. The tide will come in when it's ready. So yes, be very patient. Allow for yourself to really enjoy the slowness and not try to rush this inner work that needs to be done. So just be patient. And I'm getting a message with patience. Take time to write things out if you can instead of typing them out, because by doing that you develop your patience a little bit more. And I also just saw 222, and it's really interesting that we have 2-2 here. So that 2 energy is going to be really important for you. Yeah, building that sense of security through your emotions. The next card we have is stillness. In calm waters, everything becomes clear. So yes, allow for stillness, allow for yourself to be patient, calm your energies down, relax, and really just spend time allowing for the slowness of this month to envelope you. The next card we have is dream. Follow your yearning for the deep blue sea. So write down your dreams, not just your dreams like as in the dreams you get while you're sleeping, but the dreams that you have, the goals you have, and the vision you have for your life. Write those down and reflect on that, because your dreams will become a reality, pile number 1. Travel. Seeing the surface of the ocean is not the same as diving deep to see the coral. So that is giving me, again, the same vibe as this Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. Dig deeper into your emotions. Don't just look at the surface. Look at what's at the bottom of it, the roots of it. What is falling out of your life? What is attempting to fall out of your life? And why? Look into all those things and really take this time to reflect, because it's going to be so beneficial for you, pile number 1. Thank you so much for sharing your energies with me, pile number 1. I really hope you're able to capitalize and use this time of slowness to reflect and learn and heal your emotions. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another reading. Bye! Hello, pile 2. You've chosen the Nephrite Jade. I'm going to keep your crystal right here. And then your main energy card for the month of January is Truth and Integrity. Wow, this is a really beautiful card. With summer. So I think the summertime is going to be really important for you guys. I think whatever work you're doing, whatever truth you're seeking during this month of January is really going to bear fruit in the month of in the summer months. So really pay attention to your intuition and your thoughts. Where are they leading you? What are they trying to show you? It's going to be very important. So it's really interesting because in the guidebook, it says, it is essential that you drop deep into your heart and find your truth at this time. Then hold strong in expressing your truth from a deep place of integrity. We often lack the confidence to lay down healthy boundaries, and we live from a place of pleasing others and hurting ourselves. When we don't follow our truth, it takes us out of our integrity, and life sure does throw experiences our way to get us back on track. Sometimes these experiences are very challenging, and each time we don't listen, the challenge gets bigger and more intense. This happens as an opportunity to see the truth. And I found that interesting because you chose the Nephrite Jade, which is connected to our heart chakra. So what I'm getting is also to seek that truth and express your truth from your heart. And yeah, so you're seeking that truth to basically open your heart up more, and so you're not trying to suppress your thoughts, your opinions, and your personal truth. That's so beautiful as your general energy. I'm really excited to see how your tarot cards lay out. Okay, so the first card we have for your tarot cards is your relationship with yourself, and that is so fitting. You have the Fool card. So I think you're starting to really develop the relationship with yourself. You're starting the journey to develop the relationship with yourself through seeking truth, through getting to know your heart on a deeper level, and through seeking your personal truth. And being true to yourself is also what I'm hearing. Being open and authentic with yourself so that you can see who you truly are. And through this journey, I really feel like you're going to be learning how to express your emotions in healthy ways to yourself and to others, and understand what your emotions are trying to tell you as well. I also kind of get the sense that you're going to be lightening the load with yourself. So through seeking the truth and through being open and authentic with yourself, you're going to be like lessening your burdens is what I'm hearing. Lightening the load so that you can be free and open and authentic in the relationship you build with yourself. The next card we have is your relationship with others. The Page of Swords. So I feel like you're going to be starting to think about the relationships you want in your life, starting to think about the current relationships you have, and the relationships you want. I feel like you're going to be also receiving a new relationship in the month of January, and it's going to be a very mentally stimulating relationship is what I hear. And maybe this relationship will help you to work through any challenges, not because you're actually sitting there and working through those challenges with that person, although that could be the case, but it could also just be that something they say or something they do or the way they live their life is making you have some reflections on your own life. And it might be giving you some like wisdom or some insight. I also get a message of not being resistant to advice given from others. Be open to that advice, and of course use discernment. You don't need to like follow everyone's advice, but be open to listening to that advice, because you may find that maybe that advice wasn't exactly the thing that you needed, but through that you could find something else that will help you. So yeah, pay attention to the advice people give you, and I feel like you're also learning how to communicate to others as well. Learning how to express your thoughts in your relationships, and learning how to really set like foundations in those relationships to where you can express your opinions, your thoughts, your feelings without like worrying about what the other person's going to think about it. Like expressing your truth. I feel like you're going to be communicating your thoughts and opinions more authentically, more truly to others in the month of January, or you're just going to be learning how to do that and starting that journey. Then the next card we have for your career and school is the Knight of Pentacles being reversed. And because it's reversed, I'm getting the sense that during the month of January, Spirit is saying that in your career and or schooling, it's time to like start putting in more effort. Putting in more effort to kind of get an understanding of what you want out of your career, and working towards your goals. So during the month of January, the advice from Spirit is to start working towards your goals and be mindful of what you want out of your career. Start focusing on what you want out of your career or schooling, and yeah, put some effort in, because what I'm kind of getting is like there's gonna be some temptations during the month of January to like skirt off your responsibilities, but this in the long run that's going to cause some more problems. So yeah, just be mindful of that and try to like find motivation when those temptations do come. Try to find motivation to stay on track is what I'm hearing. The next card we have for your spiritual growth is the Queen of Swords. So it's really interesting to me that you have this Queen of Swords as what's happening in your spiritual journey during the month of January, because the Queen of Swords is like really analytical, and she uses her mind to see ways out of her situation or to deal with the problems that come up. So what I'm getting is like during this month in January, you're really going to be developing how you can use your spiritual knowledge to benefit you, to where you can build that confidence in yourself and in your mind. Like you're almost learning how to create a connection between your mind and your intuition so that you can use it to help you in your spiritual journey. I also get the sense that you're just going to be logically breaking down the knowledge you've gained on your spiritual journey. You're going to like find logical ways to explain it. And it's going to really help you to, again, seek that truth and to be open and honest with yourself and just like come into your own truth and really step into your own like self. Then the next card we have is for your personal growth and your personal journey, and we have the Ace of Cups. So yes, you're definitely starting new journey here. You're starting a new journey in the relationship with yourself, but also in your personal life. You may be looking to start something new. You may have a new idea that's going to bring emotional fulfillment to you. However that works out, and that might be why we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed here, because their Spirit is asking you to actually dedicate some time to this new idea, to focus in on it and make sure you're not just pushing it to the side so that you can grow. But on a more personal level too, I just see like new opportunities coming in. Possibly if some of you are looking for a relationship, you may there may be opportunity for a new relationship, a new romantic relationship, or like friendship or something along those lines, if that's what you're looking for. Or it could just be like new opportunities to go out and to enjoy yourself, maybe new like emotionally fulfilling opportunities. Maybe somebody invites you to go I don't know, like go top golfing or something. I don't know, it's just the first thing that came to my mind. But yeah, like I see new opportunities and new events coming in. An invitation to an event as well, possibly coming in the month of January. So that's really beautiful. And it's going to bring like emotional fulfillment. And I feel like it's going to put you in a state of like happiness. Like it's going to put you in a more vibrant state is what I'm hearing. And now let's move into your oracle cards. So we have, from this deck, we have Take Note. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. So taking some time to really reflect and take notes on what thoughts you're having, just like we've been saying, what thoughts are coming up, and taking the time to really write those thoughts down and reflect on them. It's interesting that you have Take Note, and then the Knight of Pentacles looks like they're taking notes. So writing things down is going to be very beneficial to you during this month. Also writing down ideas and stuff and any epiphanies you may get. And then the next card we have is Single-Mindedness. Choose your own path and what is best suited for you. So again, just like we were talking about with the Knight of Pentacles, whatever you're working on, continue dedicating time to that new idea or that new emotionally fulfilling spark that you have. And don't worry about what other people might think. I think during this month in January, you're really stepping out of that fear of other people's thoughts and opinions, and you're starting to really take charge and develop your own thoughts and opinions. The next few cards we have are Full Moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. So yes, like be realistic with your goals and start working towards them. I think set realistic goals as well for yourself so you don't overwhelm yourself. Maybe that's also something that's coming in. And then the next card we have is First Quarter Moon in Leo. Be humble. So remain humble and remain just like truth and integrity, like remain integral, like your actions too. Be sure they're rooted in truth and integrity, not like trying to deceive others or yourself too, because oftentimes we can try to deceive ourselves more than deceiving others. We may try to deceive ourselves, and that can lead to more problems. So I've been reading out of the guidebook for these. I'm going to start with the first quarter moon in Leo because it's really powerful, this guidebook. It says tension is in the air. You know that you can achieve your goals, which is half the battle. But this card suggests you need to be less show and more substance as you move slowly towards your goals. Don't try to impress anyone with money. Avoid allowing your ego to overwhelm you. Don't opt for something merely because you think it'll impress others, just like we've been saying. Stick to your own truth and be authentic to yourself. Yeah, that's really powerful. So just like that card says, remain humble and don't seek to don't take actions because you think others people will be impressed. Take actions because it really resonates with you, is the message I'm getting. Now let's see the full moon in Capricorn. This card has two sides to it, literally and metaphorically. If you've been worrying about something, the good news is that you shouldn't waste another moment worrying, as this won't help. Some things only happen once, and that can be really good news. If you're wondering about how something you're keen on is going to turn out, this card could be a sign that you've hit a roadblock. If you want to change that, you're going to need to put in an extra effort with your manifesting work. Find a balance between facing your reality and being kind to yourself and others. Just like it says, be mindful of like any roadblocks or any challenges and try like slowly and steadily move through those challenges and roadblocks by seeking the truth and remaining integral in your actions. Now let's take the next card, which is Courage. By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. So I think just being courageous in all of this, building your courage up for your own self and not for others. Focusing on courage for yourself is what I'm hearing. Now let's take some last few advice cards to end this reading. Thank you. Optimism. After each rainstorm, there will be clear skies. It's really interesting because right now there is a rainstorm happening. So remain optimistic and just know that the rains come for a reason. It's to clear, to cleanse, to show us where we need to clear and cleanse. Our rains can represent our emotions, and emotions can vary from like happy emotions to sad emotions to any type of emotions. So just remaining optimistic is going to really help you through these times in the month of January. Pile number 2, I really enjoyed your reading. I hope you're able to step into the newness and remain true and authentic to yourself. Thank you so much for sharing your energies with me. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another reading. Bye. And I totally forgot to take your main zodiac sign card. So we have Sagittarius, which is basically telling me that during the month of December, there's going to be a lot of Sagittarius energy around you. Possibly you have significant Sagittarius placements in your charts, or maybe other people around you. But it could also just be the general energy of Sagittarius, where you're finally starting to shoot your shot and making like headway into it. It could also be like shooting your shot in a new romantic relationship, or maybe just new friendships. But yeah, like this energy of Sagittarius is really going to be around you. And I think it's significant that I forgot to take it because we also had the Knight of Pentacles being reversed. So maybe it's something you weren't really paying attention to, as something that you kind of pushed to the side that's like resurfacing during the month of January. But take it as it applies. Now we're going to end your reading. Hello, Pile 3. You've chosen the Rose Quartz Heart. I'm going to keep your crystal right here. This will be your general energy during the month of January. We have Rejuvenation. Alright, so what this is telling me is that there's going to be like a refreshing energy coming in. I think you're starting to bring in more lively energy and starting to like really gain a new spark almost in your life. We'll see what your tarot cards say, but yeah, there's definitely a refreshing and rejuvenating energy coming in the month of January. I also wanted to add that my feet are getting really like hot, so what I'm kind of getting is that there may be a desire for like walking a new path or starting something new, or yeah, I don't know, I'm picking up on something like along those lines, and that might not be for all of you. It might only resonate with a few of you. And I'm getting like a really strong energy of like transformation, but overall I'm really feeling like an uplifted mood and an uplifted vibe. So if this does deal with transformation, it's like a really like happy one and like a really uplifted one, if that makes sense. And it's really interesting that you chose the rose quartz heart, for me, the rose quartz heart, or rose quartz in general, always puts me in such an uplifted mood. Now let's take your tarot cards. For this first card, it's your relationship with yourself, and we have the World card. So I feel like you're really starting to enter a phase where you're more open and authentic with yourself. You've done the work to really get to know yourself on that deeper level, and you're completing that and becoming like authentic with yourself. So you're presenting yourself in a more authentic manner. You're developing your relationship. You've developed your relationship with yourself more authentically, and yeah, and I see you just like loving yourself on a much deeper level, especially because we have the rose quartz heart here. Like you're spreading that internal love is what I'm hearing. The next card we have is the relationship with others, and we have the Four of Pentacles here. I think it's going to be important to pay attention to reciprocity in your relationships with others during January, and also open yourself up to relationships. During the month of January, Spirit is calling you to take some time to really enjoy your relationships. Don't be afraid to open yourself up to relationships. Yeah, of course, use discernment and be like smart of who you're opening up to and the relationship in general, but like I'm seeing to allow for more fun and openness in the month of January. And I just got a message from the World card that you're completing a phase of introspection and starting to bring in relationships or connections that match your vibe. The next card we have is going to deal with your career and or school. We have the Two of Pentacles here. So you may find yourself juggling like multiple things in your career and or school. This could be like multiple projects at work, or maybe you're trying to do two things, like you're working and also trying to build like a business, or you're juggling something. Or if it has to do with school, like you may be juggling like multiple classes and work. And Spirit wants you to know that yeah, you'll be juggling a few things, and it might be a little challenging, but you're doing a really good job at it. You're figuring out how to juggle it in the best possible way, so that you're also having time to enjoy and open yourself up to new and exciting things. So yes, it'll be a little bit of a juggle, but it'll be so worth it, and you're doing it in a really fun manner is what I'm hearing. Like it's not just like a juggling where you're burning yourself out. Because we have rejuvenation as your main energy, it's like you're juggling it, but you're rejuvenating your energies through that juggling. Wow, like this is so powerful. And I'm also hearing ringing in my ears. So yeah, there's some real like strong energy happening in your career and in your life in the month of January. Like it's a really powerful month for you guys. The next card we have is your spiritual growth, and we have the Wheel of Fortune here. So what I'm getting with that is that on this spiritual journey, you're starting to see the highs of it. So like you've done the work and you've done the shadow work, and it's really bringing you into like the fruits of that almost. Like you're gaining deeper understanding and you're starting to ascend is what I'm hearing. The wheels are shifting for you, And you may also be getting more and more involved in the spiritual world. You may be gaining more insight and learning more things, and because of that, your energies could also be more like uplifted because of all the things that you're learning and the exploring that you're doing. But this is such a beautiful card to have as your spiritual journey. And overall, because you have two major arcanas, like with the relationship with yourself and on your spiritual journey, I see again like some major energies happening in the month of January, and it's going to be a really powerful month for you guys, and a really exciting one too, is what I'm hearing. The next card we have is your personal growth, and we have the Seven of Cups, or your personal journey. So I think you're taking steps to decide what you want next out of your life. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to place your energies? Where do you want to focus your energies? Like, you're making a lot of like decisions in regards to that. I also kind of see like you're exploring your emotions on a deeper level. You're really getting to know your emotions, allowing your intuition to be a really good guide for you, and starting to trust your intuition more and more is what I'm hearing. Now let's take your oracle cards. We have leaping through the air. A plan you have made is on track. If you are waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas or projects you are considering. So just like the Two of Pentacles is saying, continue working and continue putting in that effort and building the things that you want. But this is so beautiful because you're leaping through the air. You're leaping to new heights and leaping towards your success. And then the next card we have is Inner Desires. Set some intentions. You are entering a phase of plenty or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. So be very mindful of where you set your intentions. Take time to set goals and work towards those goals and fulfill your inner desires. Walk towards your desires. Really pay attention to those because those are your guidance system. Allow for whatever needs to fall out of your life to do so. Try not to resist those things that are trying to leave your life, because they're leaving your life for a reason, so that you can bring in what you actually want, what actually resonates with you. The next cards we have is New Moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. So just like this card says, continue focusing on the positive things. Focus on what is fulfilling you. Bring in that positive energy, and I just feel like that energy is around you, so it's more about tapping into that like high vibe state. And I also get the feeling that you already are doing this, but the month of January is really going to be highlighting it for you, and it's going to be putting it in the forefront. Then the next card we have is New Moon in Libra. Know you are loved, and that's very interesting. That came out with the Rose Quartz heart. So yes, know that you are loved, you are protected, and you have that energy of love around you, and tap into that. And because you have two new moon cards, I think this is confirming that energy of newness that we were feeling earlier. So I've been reading out of the guidebook for these cards because it's really beautiful, and there's a lot of advice in there. And so starting with the New Moon in Libra, it says there's a new or renewed love energy around you, be it familial, platonic, romantic, or otherwise. Whether you're single or attached, a new personal or professional relationship cycle is starting for you. Open your heart and be loving. The trick is to get involved with people you like or even love, be that on a personal or platonic level. If you want a new friend, you're on the right track. For a work or money question, a new start is highly likely. In love, the sky is the limit now if you react with love. So just like we were saying, be open to love, be open to new relationships, and open your heart up. Then for the New Moon in Sagittarius, we have the way is clear. All you have to do is make sure you enjoy the ride. That should be easy enough as long as you stop worrying and start believing in your own good luck. It's true that life goes in cycles, and this card shows that you're moving into a good luck phase. As Abraham Hicks says, think about what you do want, not about what you don't want. Focus on the positive now. Your manifesting is definitely on track, and the more you can master the art of feeling good, the longer it'll stay that way. So yes, be mindful of where you're putting your energies, where you're putting your focus, the emotions you're allowing to in your life, and how you're feeding your emotions too. Now let's take one card to see what general zodiac sign or elements are going to be around you in the month of January. Let's see. We have Virgo. Okay, so definitely newness, purity. I see you having like pure energies around you, clean energies, like rejuvenating energies that uplift you. There could be a lot of Virgo people around you, or possibly just you have significant placements in Virgo, or you could be a Virgo. Either way, that energy of Virgo is definitely going to be around you during the month of January. And this could also I just got a message with the new moon in Libra and the new moon in Sagittarius. This could also be that what's happening in this month, the uplifted vibes that are happening in the month of January, the fruits of that are really going to be seen in Libra and Sagittarius season. And so continue putting in that work and continue staying in this uplifted state, because it's going to bring you to your goals so much quicker. Now let's take last few advice cards before we end this reading off. Thank you. Okay, we have Wild. Believe in your otherworldly beauty, dance with the waves, and drink in the sunshine. So yes, just enjoy these energies that are coming around you. Dance and have fun with your life, even in the mundane tasks. Yeah, like there's just a lot of like high vibe energy around you during this month. Then we have Opportunity. You will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. So there's going to be opportunities for growth, opportunities in your career and or schooling. There's going to be a lot of opportunities coming in January, opportunities that you will then have to decide, like, whether you want to take those opportunities, what you want to do. But yeah, January is an opportunistic month for you, is the message that I'm getting. The next card we have is Chance. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide may bring in. So yes, just open yourself up. Just like we were talking about with the Four of Pentacles. Open yourself up. Be open-minded to exploring these new opportunities. Be willing and open of heart to experience new things. And it's going to be a really beautiful month for you guys. And it's a catalyst for change to happen in Libra season and Sagittarius season. Wow, pile number 3. This was so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your energies with me. I hope you really tap into this rejuvenating energy coming around you and find beauty and like that high vibe state. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another reading. Bye! Hello, Pile 4. You've chosen the yellow azestolite. I'm going to keep your crystal right here. This is your general energies in the month of January, and we have beauty. So that is amazing. I feel like there's just going to be a lot of beautiful energies around you in the month of January, and I feel like you're going to be tapping into your personal beauty and seeing life as beautiful, seeing the world around you as beautiful. I feel like you're going to be learning so much more about how you can start to bring more beauty into your life, whether that's like beautifying your external space or taking care of yourself. And so in the guidebook it says, there's a whole lot of truth in the old saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You will see what you want to see, and now it's time to recognize the beauty that is in everything. So I think you're going to just start to see beauty in like the mundane things, beauty in like the things that are not normally thought of as beautiful. Wow, pile 4. I'm so excited to see what your tarot cards hold. For your first card, we have the relationship with yourself. Wow. You have the Emperor as the relationship with yourself. So what this is telling me is that you're really starting to step into your own personal power, really starting to understand your personal power on a much deeper level. Like, you're taking control of your personal power is what I'm hearing. And through this, you're gaining so much like strength and confidence in yourself. The relationship you're building with yourself is one that's going to be built on a solid foundation of strength and confidence. And because like the Emperor represents that divine masculine, I see you starting to develop that divine masculine energy within you and starting to connect to that. So this is really amazing. And I think you're just, because it's a major arcana card too, as the relationship with yourself, I see you having some major shifts in the way you treat yourself in the month of January. And I feel like it's just the catalyst. It's moving forward. Like, these shifts and these changes are going to help you again to build your confidence and to be so sure of yourself, because you've developed that relationship, that moving forward you're going to find clarity. And again, you're going to see the beauty in the world because you've like done the work to develop that relationship with yourself. The next card we have is the relationship with others, and we have the Two of Cups here. So what this tells me is, because you've done the work to figure out who you are, you're grounded and sure of yourself, you now can enter relationships with equal plateau, almost like finding equals is what I'm hearing. It's like getting back to a place of reciprocal energies with others. So you're not giving too much or taking too much. And so your relationships seem to be thriving in this very well balanced energy. There's like a good give and take happening here. So that's really beautiful. And what I also get with the Two of Cups is that you're, in terms of like personal relationships, you're allowing for relationships that don't vibe with you to fall out of your life. And you're no longer disrespecting yourself to appease a relationship, if that makes sense, or to uphold a relationship. Because it's like, it's never a good thing to uphold a relationship through disrespecting ourselves. And I see you no longer being okay with that, and you putting your foot down almost. And any new relationships coming into your life are reciprocal relationships that match your energies. So that is just amazing. And if it's a romantic relationship, if you're single, I see a new romantic relationship coming into your life, and it's going to be a really deep connection, I feel, and one that also sees beauty in the world. So that is just amazing. The next card we have for your career and school is the Justice card. And so what this is telling me is that you're starting to set proper boundaries in your career or school. That could be like boundaries with yourself and not overworking yourself, or boundaries in your job where you're stepping up to like not allow them to take advantage of you, but you're bringing balance to this. And it could also be boundaries within your mind too, allowing for separation between like school and work and your personal life. Like, there's just good, healthy boundaries being set, and a lot of balance being brought into your career and or school. So this could also mean like making sure you get your work done, but not overworking yourself to the point where you don't have any time left for you. And it could also be the other way around, where you're no longer just taking time for yourself and avoiding your responsibilities. Either way, it's like you're bringing a good balance. And also what I'm getting is like you're seeking to make sure that things are truthful, and that like you remain honest in your like in your dealings with yourself when it comes to your career. How is it making you feel? How are you being burnt out, or are you not working enough? Like, you're starting to be a little more honest with yourself, and so that you can bring in that balance. Either way, yes, there's definitely a lot of balance happening here for your career or school, and that's really beautiful. Also, because it's a major arcana, there's probably some major shifts that will happen to bring in this balance. The next card we have is for your spiritual journey. We have the Queen of Wands, which is so, like, just so fitting here, because we were talking about beauty as your general energies, and then you have the Emperor, which represents, like, to me, the Emperor is like all the kings of each suit in one person. And then you also have the Queen of Wands as your spiritual journey. So I see you starting to connect to your divine feminine energy in the month of January and finding healing through this. It seems like January is going to be a catalyst to a lot of like strength and confidence and power in yourself. And then so with the Queen of Wands, I'm getting like you're doing the shadow work, but either way, you're going to be confronting your shadows and overcoming them, healing them, and finding great wisdom in them. And I just see you being so much more confident and authentic in your spiritual journey, like authentic with others as well as yourself, being confident in who you've become and not feeling the need to hide yourself anymore, like finding beauty in who you truly are inside. And so you're expressing that beauty outwardly. You're no longer feeling the need to hide yourself or hide like the spiritual journey that you've been on. And that is just so amazing, Pile 4, like coming into your true confidence. And I see, like, this is a January reading, but I really feel like these are the energies that are starting in January. And it's just going to continue building as we move through 2023. The next card we have is for your personal journey. And we have the Six of Swords, which is so fitting here. Because the Six of Swords talks about exiting, like, rough waters or tumultuous times and entering more calmer waters and allowing spirit to guide you. So you're really being guided out of difficult times, and your personal journey is coming to a much more calmer state. Like, you've done the work to figure out all these like rough terrains and to really overcome the challenges that were presented your way, and now you're coming into a calmer time. You're moving away from those difficulties. And it's like your mind is gonna start to be more calm, and you're finding like clarity in your mind. Now we're gonna get into your oracle cards. So what we have here is polite declaration. You can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It is time for you to get out there, claim what is yours, and stay in your power. Like, literally everything we've been talking about here. It's time to start stepping into your personal power, and that's what I feel like you're doing in January. You're really allowing yourself to shine. You're no longer dulling your light out of fear of others. Then we have amble with contentment. Waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous now. So being patient, because even with the Emperor waits. Like, in order to make a decision, he waits, he thinks, he analyzes the situation from all angles before making a decision. So what I get with that is like being patient, and allowing for yourself to really deeply analyze things. I also saw 333, and I just find it interesting that you have 3 on this beauty card. So the energy of 3 is going to be very important during the month of January. You may also be seeing a lot of 3s around. And that's so interesting. So for all the other piles, we only got 2 cards for this. And then for you guys, you have 3 cards for this deck. You have New Moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. So just like with the Queen of Wands here, I feel like you guys are getting deeper in touch with your spiritual side. You're really deeply connecting to your spiritual side and starting to work through any shadows or anything that may have held you back. The next card we have is first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. So yes, you're really being mindful of what you're saying and what you're speaking out into the world, and a lot of it's being centered around what you actually want, what you want to create. You're speaking your world into existence, and through that you're being able to create the reality you want. The next card we have is last quarter moon in Virgo. Attend to the details. So what I'm getting with that is to be mindful of the details, like plan things out, take time to be patient and plan and really analyze things deeply before making any moves. And now let's take one card from this deck to see what energies are going to be around you during the month of January, what zodiac signs are going to be most prominent or element. This could be a reflection of your own zodiac signs. Thank you. We have Libra here, which makes so much sense because I believe justice is associated with Libra. And so there's a lot of balance happening, coming into balance, coming into harmony, finding your voice and really expressing yourself. I also feel like your crown chakra is going to be quite active during the month of January, and you'll be getting a lot of downloads, so pay attention to that, because every time I see this, it always gives me that message of like crown chakra activation and being mindful of the downloads you're getting. Then now let's take the last few cards to end this reading. We have stillness. In calm waters, everything becomes clear. So just allow for the stillness to envelope you. Even in this beauty card, things look still. The water seems like slightly still as well. So allow for that stillness to envelope you, and just be patient and calm and collected. And yeah, pile number 4, your January looks so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your energies with me. I really hope you're able to tap into all of the energies that are going to be around you in the month of January, and set intentions as well, so that you can continue working on building the life that you want. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another reading. Bye. Hello, Pile 5. You've chosen the blue kyanite. I'm going to keep your crystal right here. And as your general energy card, we have Sacred Healing. So for the month of January, you're going to be going through a lot of healing, cycles. I think Spirit is going to be coming through to help you with this healing, to show you where you need to heal. You could also be getting into like sound baths and like those singing bowls and things like that to help with your healing. Of course, always use discernment and seek professional help when you need it for healing. Now let's see what your tarot cards have. For your first card, we have the relationship with yourself, and you have the King of Cups. You're starting to find stability in your emotions and gaining more clarity on what your emotions are trying to tell you. I feel like you're becoming a master of your emotions and just starting to connect deeper to your emotions. I also see like you using your intuition to help you during this like phase in your life, to help you through this healing process. I see you allowing your intuition to come through so that you can do the healing work necessary to build that relationship with yourself and to get to like a solid footing is what I'm hearing, to set a solid foundation. But yeah, this is really beautiful energy here. Your relationship with yourself is starting to get deeper and more involved, which is always a really beautiful thing. The next card we have is your relationship with others. We have the Eight of Pentacles, which is telling me that you're going to be investing more of your time or other resources to your relationships with others, and bringing about more reciprocity by putting in the effort on your end. You use your discernment. If it's starting to cause you problems, then step back and take time for yourself. But I see you giving resources and energy to your relationships. And being in the mode of giving, I feel like, and receiving as well. But you're putting in a lot of work and effort into your relationships. The next card we have for your career and or school is the Empress, which this is really interesting because the Empress is pregnant. She's birthing something, but that time takes dedication and patience. So what I'm seeing is like, you're definitely putting in effort towards your career or and or schooling, and you'll soon reap the rewards for that. This could be through a new idea or a new job, but take it as it resonates. I'm getting the message of being patient with your career and or school in January, and don't try to rush things. Allow things to just flow at their natural pace. You know, I'm getting the image of like over-watering a plant in thinking it's going to help the plant to grow faster, but actually overwatering that plant will kill it. So don't try to overwork yourself in order to get things to move faster. Just be patient and do the best you can, because you don't want to reach burnout. But overall, I see you gaining security in your career and or school and doing well for yourself. The next card we have is for your spiritual journey. We have the Ten of Pentacles, which is so beautiful. I feel like you're connecting to your ancestors is also a thing I'm getting. You're healing ancestral wounds. That could also be what this energy of healing is telling us, like healing ancestral wounds, healing in general. But you're coming to a place of like true fulfillment with the Ten of Pentacles here. Like your spiritual journey is bringing you to a place of true fulfillment. You may be gaining ideas or deeper understandings that bring that true fulfillment. Either way, it looks so beautiful, and I feel like you're also grounding your energies too, like because it's a pentacle card and pentacles deal with like earth and stability. I feel like you're finding grounding and stability through this spiritual journey of yours. The next card we have is for your personal journey. We have the Ten of Cups here. So wow, pile number 5. You have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Empress, the Eight of Pentacles. Like you just have like a really beautiful energy surrounding you in the month of January. And despite what's happening externally, I feel like you're finding that security and that healing within yourself, to where external circumstances are no longer like a factor, and your emotions are thriving regardless. Your intuition is thriving regardless. I feel like you're filling your own cup regardless of what's happening externally. You're filling your own cup and making sure that you are always taken care of, that you have security and stability in your emotions and your intuition, so that you can help others and give to others. So you can do this healing work and find that beauty and that healing in life. Now let's take a look at your oracle cards. We have Push to the Surface. You may have become complacent. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energies. Become aware of the dynamics of your life. So yes, you're really pushing to the surface in the month of January. Like you're emerging is what I hear. You're doing the work to heal and to come to a place where you're emotionally fulfilled, secured, and you feel that like that grounded energy and that sense of security. And you're just coming out and entering this like beautiful phase of your life. The next card we have is Unexplained Wonders, and I really love this card. Magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now. If that doesn't like literally speak to this reading so perfectly, your prayers are being answered. There's like a beautiful energy entering your life. So much like abundance and beauty and just like healing is what I see. The month of January is going to be a really beautiful month for you guys, a really critical month too in your journey is what I'm hearing, because it's almost like everything is starting to like come full circle, and the things that you've been working on, the work that you've been putting in on your spiritual journey, on your personal journey, the relationship with yourself and others, as well as in your career and or schooling, it's all coming together to produce this beautiful result where you will finally start to see the fruits of your effort. I'm seeing that it will start with small things in January, and as we move through 2023, you'll start seeing the results fully coming together. So continue putting in the effort because things are working out. And I think Spirit wanted to give you that message to give you motivation so you keep going and don't give up. The next card we have is first quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks. So yes, during the month of January, focus on releasing any blockages, anything that may hinder your ability to seek that abundance in your spiritual growth and your personal growth. Release any blockages that you feel are holding you back through this healing. Find healing in that. The next card we have is last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. Like, this is just so fitting. Spirit really wants you to know that in the month of January, you guys are stepping into a new phase. So let go of the past, release any blockages, leave the past in the past. You can definitely learn from it and grow from it, but allow the past to remain in the past because there's nothing you can do to change it. But the decisions you make now will help you moving forward. The next card we have is love, and I see you healing through love. And I feel like you're bringing in more love into your life. You're healing your heart space and bringing more love into your life. Pile number 5, you guys have such a powerful energy happening in January. And through it, there's just a lot of loving energy that's going to be into your life. And look at the next card, guys. Healing. Wow. So yes, there's a lot of healing that's happening in the month of January for you, and it's pushing you into such a beautiful phase for the rest of 2023. You're allowing in that energy of love, and you're just going to be surrounded by love and healing and like high vibrational energies is what I'm seeing. Now let's take one last card. Thank you. And it's interesting, I just saw 1111 too, so your manifesting powers are going to be on point. We have Gemini and Aquarius, so it's interesting because all the other piles I only pulled 1, and for yours I got 2, so the energy of Gemini and Aquarius is going to be very prominent. This could be a reflection of your sun, moon, or rising, or it could be that you have significant placements in these, or it could just be that the general energies of Gemini and Aquarius, so developing mentally stimulating relationships and exploring further and thinking outside the box, because both these signs are air signs, so remaining open-minded in January is going to be really beneficial. Our minds are extremely powerful tools, and it seems like in January, again, because you have 2 air signs, your mind is going to be like extremely powerful, so really pay attention to your thoughts and where they're leading you. Now let's take any last advice cards. Thank you. We have travel. Seeing the surface of the ocean is not the same as diving deep to the coral. So continue doing the work to dig deeper and not just look at the surface of an issue, but actually look to heal the roots. Don't look to heal the surface because that's never going to truly heal the problem. look to heal the roots. What are the roots of this problem? Where's the roots trying to take you? What are they trying to show you? Find healing in that. Pile number 5, I really enjoyed your reading. I hope you're able to use the energies around you to do this healing work and to find that grounding and that stability. Thank you so much for sharing your energies with me. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another reading. Bye.